So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Albs. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Alb's biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
Killing the hybrid is the only way to save Magellan. For all his knowledge and power, he must answer for what he has done. Whatever his plan is, it can't be worth the damage he's caused.
I agree. While there is a chance we could stop the fighting and keep his knowledge, we would be risking all of Magellan to try. We can hope the mana will heal him, as it is healing Magellan. Maybe we could force him onto a different path, but the safety of the planet must come first, even if that means killing him.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the ELEX?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magalan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
Shit, that was pretty good. There's gotta be some action here.
I know you're here, Calyx. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Calyx? I sent you one message and you came running?
So, you know about our past? Wardick should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Calyx. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
What did you mean, appoint me to the Chosen?
All Albs the hybrid sees as having Alexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zakor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexitors can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Albs found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Calyx. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
You expect me to believe that you have never wondered about the code? It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored to link to his past. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the hands of the hybrid. We should know what makes him who he is.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future. The hybrid must achieve supremacy.
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. But they too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
You are my brother. That must count for something.
Are you trying to provoke an emotional reaction? Emotions are a waste of energy. They cloud perception. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here and now. You had your chance, but you let it pass. You will not stand against me. You will not stand against me.
The code is something to do with the hybrid's past, and the vision that Calyx saw. Calyx's reaction proves I'm on the right track, and it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations. How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs built this kind of Raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. I need that Raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
This raider is the only chance to stop the Alb attack.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. You'll get the raider when I'm ready. And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will ya? So, when does the raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
All right, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way, I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his ELEX experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. You still need your control jet for the Raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I met with my brother Calyx, the Elexiter.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the Hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the Hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the Hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the Hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the Hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but... weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there.
You fucked up then, didn't you?
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.